Hello everyone, welcome back to Tartan Samurai Gaming. And we have an arcade classic for you today. Tetris Plus. A slightly different take on the classic Tetris game with adventure elements thrown in. So let's get into it. I'm going to give myself a lot of credits for this one. I've watched some videos online but I haven't actually played this before, so we'll see how we get on. So we're going to do the one-player puzzle mode. And let's go for standard difficulty, because that's how we roll. So, the professor and his cute assistant are going to explore this pyramid. But to get through the pyramid, of course, we have to get through some Tetris puzzles. Oh no, blocks are in the way. So, what we have to do here is basically erase the blocks to allow the professor to get down to the exit. So it's pretty simple, really. There we go. So the first stage is clear almost immediately. The second stage, same rules again, just clear a pathway for the professor before that crusher above us drops low enough to get to him. This should be it now. There we go. Not all the stages are going to be this easy, I'm sure. So now we can choose our path. So let's go to the right. See where this takes us. Okay, stage 3. So first of all, break that. And already we are almost there. There we go. Oh, and the professor's found a treasure. What's he got? Oh, a diamond. Nice. Okay, stage 4. So I think you get the picture by this point, what we're doing. We just got to try and get as many of these blocks in place as we can and release the professor. This is this classic Tetris thing now where I'm waiting for a specific block to show up, and until it does, I'm having trouble. Okay, here we go. This will free things up a bit. That's better. Okay. Yeah, it's all coming together now. So the danger is that the professor will always climb to the highest point, so you want to make sure your blocks don't get too high, otherwise he gets close to that crusher and then we're in trouble. Yeah, now we get trouble. Professor is panicking. Okay, there we go. Oh no. Right. There we go. Triple recovery. That's better. And the level is clear. It just shows you how quickly you can turn things around in Tetris. Right, let's go left this time. Now, if the professor just makes his way over to the right side here, he should clear the level. in trouble here. Right, this should be okay here though. There we go. Now we just need another one of those 4 in a rows. There we go. And again. Yeah, it's doing that Tetris thing now where, again, you're waiting for the very specific block and it won't come. Alright, we just lost our first continue. My own silly fault, but there we go. Right. We just want to try and fill in the gaps without allowing the overall stack to rise too high, because that's going to be a problem. There we go. That panicky music is quite anxiety inducing. Uh-oh, no, he's knocked himself out there. Oh dear. Right, we're doing that again. Okay. Here we go. That should be it, and the professor is clear. Job done. So the patterns are slowly getting more elaborate, as you can see. Now, something I will say is that I'm going to do a bit of editing with this video, because the display at the moment is, you know, using the original arcade ROM, so it's a split screen with 2-player, but the other side of the screen is just like, you know, press 2-player to start, and it's taking up half the screen. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the screen in half, so you'll just see the part that I'm playing, which will make it easier for you to watch, although you won't be seeing the full display that I'm seeing now. So, basically at the bottom of the screen, the number of credits will look as if it's been cut in half, but that's the rest of the screen will look clear. So, yeah, now you know. Little behind the scenes secret there on Tartan Samurai Gaming. Okay, we've cleared the space for the professor. Now come on, professor, just make your move down there. Drop down. There we go. Clear. Right, let's go right again. Okay, this one, in the face of it, doesn't look that difficult, but... famous last words when you're talking about Tetris. Okay. Okay, so it's a bit slow at the moment, but we are making progress here. Okay, this should be a good one. Yeah. The overhead is starting to get closer though, so we need to be careful. There we go. Right, that didn't quite open things up like I thought it was going to. Professor, what are you doing? Nope, he's getting knocked out. Right, we're doing that again. Okay. Okay. Now, this should open things up. There we go. Cleared. Professor, if you could just... Yep, thank you. That's the thing, most of these levels, I think, have a pretty simple solution if you can just figure it out. But it gets more elaborate as we get into it. But here, I mean, we've almost got this already. Right, that's the one that we need. So there we go, it's open. On you go, Professor. Thank you. Okay. So next stage, we'll go left. See, that's the thing about Tetris, the beauty of it, is each puzzle looks really simple, but then once you actually start playing with it, it very quickly complicates, and a lot of the time you're complicating it yourself by making one simple wrong move. We're doing okay so far, but again, I'm waiting on a very specific block to drop in there. And here it comes. There we go. Okay. This is opening up quite nicely. We need to be careful, we're not quite there yet. Okay, this should be good. Right, we are almost there. I say almost. We still have a little bit of work to do. Okay. Right, that 4 in a row should... Yeah, not quite get us over the line, but we're nearly there. Master Tetris players are probably screaming at the screen right now, what did you make that move for? What were you doing, stupid? Apologies if you are one of those who plays Tetris far better than I do. I am but an amateur. And come on, Professor, take a walk. There we go, level clear. So yeah, an interesting thing about Tetris, most people when you say Tetris, they'll think of the Game Boy, because it was a launch title for the Game Boy. Certainly in America and Europe, I believe. But the funny thing about it is that actually the first license holders of Tetris outside of the old Soviet Union were Sega. So if you play an original Tetris arcade machine from 1988, it's actually a Sega machine. And there was a Mega Drive Genesis version of Tetris, but it ended up in copyright hell for years, and I think it finally ended up on the Sega Mega Drive, Sega Genesis Mini a few years ago, as one of like the unreleased titles. It was a real collector's item for a while. It was one of those games that was almost impossible to find. You know, you're talking about maybe only, you know, less than 20 copies actually in existence worldwide. So it was a real sort of holy grail of retro video game collectors to get hold of the Mega Drive version of Tetris. But yeah, it's interesting to think that one of Nintendo's most iconic games actually started off as a Sega arcade machine. But by the time this game came out, as you probably saw from the intro screens, this was made by Jalico, who were an unconnected Japanese arcade machine manufacturer. So Tetris was actively being punted around to different license holders by this point. Because obviously this is post fall of the Eastern Bloc and whatever. So the politics that blocked Tetris from, you know, Tetris's original creator from getting the credit he deserved, those blocks had started to fall away by this point. Aha, blocks, see what I did there? But yeah, the guy who actually created the original Tetris game, he didn't get credit for years and years. I think it was only like the mid to late 2000s he finally got like the cut that he was due, because like the Russian government had brokered a deal with Nintendo and they completely cut him out of it. And then obviously when that Russian government fell, Nintendo were like, okay, well, we own this now. And it took, I think, Sergei Pavlov, I think the guy's name was, it took years and years for him to get any kind of recognition. Well, he got recognition, he just didn't get any money. But I think now he's finally got the reward that he warranted, and I think he's doing quite well. Assuming he's still with us, I hope he is. I'm sure he is, what am I saying? Of course he is. Right. I really should have googled that before I started talking about it, but anyway. Back onto the game. Oh dear. Yeah. Right, we're going again. This is a difficult layout. I can't quite figure this one out, to be honest. problem lies in the fact that the professor always tries to climb to the highest point, and it's like, that's the exact opposite of what you should be doing. Like that. You know, he wiped himself out there. Oh dear. Right. This should open things up a little bit. Oh dear. Nope. Oh, this is a tricky one. Okay. Okay, we are getting somewhere here. We're definitely getting somewhere. This is looking promising. Just need the right blocks to fall. Okay, this could be it. Yes, we're clear. Okay. On to the next location. Stage 12, okay. This looks a bit more straightforward. I say looks a bit more straightforward, you never know. This is opening up quite well for us so far. We could really do with a 4 in a row though. Oh, Professor, don't go into the bit you're not supposed to. Come on, just stay there where it's safe. Right, I just need that 4 in a row. Oh, next move and I would have had it. Ah well. Go on. this is okay so far, but we could do with picking up the pace a little bit. There we go. Oh, why did you have to climb back up? Almost had it clear there. Okay, this should be it. Yes! And we're clear. Okay, let's go for the one in the middle. Right. Okay, this looks complicated on the face of it, but straightforward if we put the blocks in the right place. Although isn't that the case with every Tetris puzzle? Okay. It seems to be a bit of a recurring thing with this, is like you think you're doing well, then it just throws you a couple of really difficult stacks, and then you're like, okay, what do I do with that? And before you know it, you're in trouble again. But we managed that one pretty well, I think. Oh dear. No, that was a silly mistake on my part, which I'll probably get punished for. Oh dear. Right, we're doing that again. Not getting good blocks here. Not getting what I need. It's not being very helpful, but if we can just keep the professor around long enough. Oh, that was close. That was too close. But we're still going. We're doing okay here, but I just can't quite make the breakthrough. Oh no, come on Professor, not now. Right. We are quite painfully close here. And we're job done. There we go. Okay, on to the next stage. The penultimate stage, stage 14. And they're not making it easy for us here, as you can see. Just about managed to get out of trouble the first time, but ooh, what are we going to do now? Okay. No, that's it. Professor's done. Yeah, we're doing that again. Ooh, we got lucky there. We got lucky there, but we have to take advantage of it now. This has got chances if I can just keep making the right moves. Problem is, at this stage of the game, one wrong move could just completely derail me, so... Okay. Right, this is better. Oh, and the path is open, and our little professor is cleared. Okay, we are on to the last level. So let's go left. Okay. Okay, I think we're off to a fairly good start here. Okay. are getting close here. Is that an alien in the background? Right, job done. Our little professor has made it into the treasure trove. Treasures look magnificent. Hey, we've done it. Oh, those treasures are all fake, says the Pharaoh. Oh dear. Oh well, all that for a fake out. But I'm assuming this is taking a cue from Bust-A-Move, which was a game that came out about the same time, which was another puzzle game. And I'm guessing that probably each base of the pyramid probably gives you a different ending. So, replay value there as well. But in the meantime, that was Tetris Plus. I hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. So, until next time, thank you for watching Tartan Samurai Gaming, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.